There's a bit of direction from Nathan Rangsdorf, so he'll grab that microphone right there and let us know exactly what we need to do.
All right, so anytime you give a large group of people noise-making devices, it is, whether it's students or an audience, it's very important to be clear on the instructions and to give all the instructions before any noise is made. So leave the bags for a moment. Don't touch them. Thank you. Okay, so here are the instructions. You are going to be part of this piece. You are going to be the cannon fire. So we are going to practice being the cannon fire without the cannons, okay, as it were. And so what's going to happen is you are going to have, not yet, you are going to have bags filled with air. Don't do it yet, I will give you time. And you're going to take them in one hand. And when you get the cue, and you'll know what the cue looks like because it's going to be from me, I'm going to have this, so when I take this out, you will, not yet, pick up the bag. And when I do this, you are going to take the bag in one hand, and take the other hand, and clap it together. So, without the bags, just with your hands, let's try it right now. So get your hands ready. And, oh, pretty good, let's try it again. One more time. And that's how many there are going to be, just 3. Okay, now in a moment, not yet, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to fill the bags with air, sort of tie off the ends, and then set them down so you can hear the, not yet, so you can hear the beautiful intro. And then, just like the instruments, 5th graders, would you demonstrate what you do when I put the baton up? You see that? That's when they get their instruments up. So when you see the baton come up, then bring up the bags, and when you see the baton come down, clap one of them together and get the next one ready. So now, please fill the bags with air, and as soon as they are ready, set them someplace quiet, twist off the ends, and then set them someplace quiet so that we can hear the beautiful, beautiful intro to this beautiful piece of music. Okay, that's your chance right there. Now let's see how quiet we can keep these bags so we can hear the wonderful music being made by these wonderful, wonderful students. And I'm going to pass it off to the other conductors now, joint conductors, for the 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky.
if Tchaikovsky would have thought of that, he probably would have saved his gunpowder and just skipped the cannons and gone with the paper bags. Musicians, if you could have a seat for just a moment. When you next are online, and I know most of you go online, I do, I find myself, gee, what am I doing after a certain amount of time? Think back to popping those bags. Think back to the music you heard tonight, the young people who are being influenced by the professional educators who are providing musical instruction for your kids here in the Edmonds School District. Think back and share